Hi, bonjour, everyone. This is Neshi Lokotz. Good afternoon. It's Friday afternoon. Is it TGIF? I think so. So listen, I was thinking about you guys. Oops, just screwed up my hair. I was thinking about the magazine and Star Nations magazine, and I thought maybe what I'd do is come out and share a little bit of the March issue with you. And I'll tell you why. Is because it's about spring. It's all about spring. And let me tell you, here in Toma, we're actually feeling it. Feeling that spring fling kind of thing, you know. Although when I got up this morning, I have to say it was 17 degrees. But we're supposed to have a high of 46. And around here, that's like, you know, you don't wear a jacket. And 10 to 1, there'll be somebody running around in shorts. So I wanted to share this with you. Let's get started because there's a few things that are a part of this issue that I think is pretty fantastic. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to do this. Going to bring it up. There's the cover, and it's all about the dolphins. We have dolphin energy. Beautiful cover. Thanks to Elm Publishing, our layout specialists. We give them all of the raw materials, and they pull it together and put it into such a beautiful package for us. And so here's the cover. And so what I'd like to do is share with you the highlighted articles within this issue. The contributing writers for these highlighted articles, you know, what happens every month is they receive an email from me, and it has the topic lists, and they get to choose from this list of maybe 5 or 6 topics. And so they write their article, and they send me their article somewhere around the 24th of every month. And so that way I get to check the article over, but also I get the title of their article. And so I have this long list of titles that are possibility for the cover. And then we select the which titles are going to appear on the cover. And so this, obviously, I had selected the image for the cover, which is dolphins. And so we wanted to make sure that we had covered the dolphin articles that are found within this issue. And let me share those with you, okay? We're going to get to the first one. This article, the Dolphins Song, is by our connection with animal communication. That's Leslie Serenesi is our contributing writer for this, and under the communicating with sacred animals. And in her article, I'm going to give it a solo here. In her article this month, she shares with us a fantastic story about her connection with the dolphins. And I just love this picture of her and communicating with a dolphin. And she actually shares that conversation with us and what the dolphins have to say and what they have to say about us, humans. And it's a wonderful, wonderful article that if you love dolphins, I think you're going to really like this article and the next article. And thank you, Leslie, for sharing your communication with the dolphins. And that's one of the reasons why we call Leslie's column Communicating with Sacred Animals, is because she always brings to us the spirit of those animals. I love it. This next one is Spiritual Practices for Business Goals, and this is by Brandeline Johnson. And Brandeline writes under the column, The Spiritual Art of Business. And I have to say that I am very thankful for Brandeline, because it's not easy to write about business practices that work out in the mainstream 3D world when you are a spiritual business. And I think that she encompasses and encapsulates really helpful tips and suggestions, and also gives personal experience to back those up. And so in this article, what she tells us about is practices that help us to be able to have be grounded and to see what spirit is bringing to us for our businesses. And so she explains each one of them, and I think there's 5 of them. And so it can actually be expanding your business, really being able to grow it from a place of being grounded and centered, and really to be able to dream the dream. Right? Dream the dream. And this picture that I found to go with her article so reminded me of what she was writing about. Because there's times when even we have to be still and silent. We have to pause sometimes to be able to stand back and look at what's really here in front of us, right, before we make a decision. And so even that has a spiritual aspect to it, right? Even in business. So thank you, Brandeline. If you're building a business, if you're starting a business, you might want to take a read about this one, especially if it's coming from a very spiritual foundation. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, Brandeline. And the next one is by Carl and Ortrun Franklin, The Mystery School. And Ortrun wrote the article, and Carl and I did the show on live stream. I think it was the beginning of February. I think that's when it was. And why spiritual wellness? And I tell you what, Ortrun shares with us so much ancient information about wellness, and drawing on her background of the Egyptian. And so it is, if you're looking for spiritual wellness or trying to understand it from this perspective, it really is a very good article to assist you in your soul growth. And the video, the recorded show that we share with you through this article, I tell you what, Carl really gives a really good definition about what is spiritual wellness. So I think you're going to really enjoy this too. And Carl and Ortrun, we call them one of our elders in Star Nation's community. And so it's always, to me and for me, it is so enriching to be able to sit and listen to an elder share their wisdom with us. And so I think you're really going to like that article. And the next one is by Eddie Mullins. And under his column, Wisdom Keeper's Path. And the title of his article is Mother Ocean Dolphins in the process, in the process of sound frequency. Sorry, it's kind of small writing. I should have given it its solo. Here we go. We're going to do that. Much easier to read. This is about Eddie's experience with a school of dolphins and standing in the ocean, and what the dolphins taught him about sound frequency. And if you are into wanting to understand more about sound frequency coming from the dolphins, this article will give you a good background, a good look into that connection that humans that we have with the dolphins. And of course, Eddie always shares his personal experience with us, and how he got from point A to point Z. And so I think you're really going to like this article a lot. And if you love dolphins, you're going to love this article. Yeah, and thank you, Eddie, for sharing your personal experience with us. We appreciate that. Next up is Minnie Kansman. Minnie Kansman writes under the column, The Mystic Traveler. And in her article for the March issue is about Irish heartstrings. And she shares some fantastic photos of Ireland. We were there in 2016 when she took a group of us to Ireland. And she took some really great pictures of it. And, you know, many people on that spiritual trip to Ireland, many of them had ancestors who came from Ireland. And so they were able to, go and connect with their ancestors from their ancestral home. And then there was of us who still have a very strong connection to Ireland in this lifetime, are reaching back also into past lives and to be able to reconnect and to remember aspects of our lives that were lived in Ireland. And so the heartstrings. And let me tell you, once you've been to the Emerald Island, once you've been to visit Anu, you'll always go back. You'll always feel that pull to go back. And so thank you, Minnie, for sharing with us about that trip to Ireland and heartstrings of the Irish. It's a good one. If you love to travel, that's going to be a really good article for you. This next article is by Patricia Heredia. And Patricia is one of our brand new contributing writers. This is her premiere article in Star Nations magazine. And she writes under her column under the section Health and Healing in her column, The Therapy Center. In this article, she introduces us to her practice and to her and her belief around to be well, we need to change our mind and heal from your belief systems. In other words, you have to take a look at what your belief systems are driving your life and your health and your wellness. So that was that picture that I found to go with her article is all about what we learn from books and what we learn from our connection to like churches and learning institutes and those kinds of things, and even from our own families. And that builds our belief systems. And so to be able to take a look at our belief systems and to see how they support us or how they don't support us, and what to change and what to let go, what to bring in. It's a wonderful article. And if you don't know Patty Heredia, this article will help you get a peek into the way that she approaches healing. And you can join us next Tuesday night on the 20th, March 20th. Patty Heredia is going to be my guest on Star Nations Communications from Home. And we get to meet Patty and get the backstory behind this article and how she came to write it, and maybe some of those things that maybe she didn't put into the article, or either, when you're writing, what got deleted, right? So, and I think that's it on the pictures. So we're going to take that down, and we're going to go back to the cover. There we go. There's the cover. So, Star Nations magazine is almost 5 years old. We'll be 5 years old in October. And over the years, we've learned so much about publishing a very special kind of magazine. And our magazine is different than other digital magazines. Inside our magazine, you will be able to view videos without leaving the magazine. You will be able to listen to audios in the issues, and that is something that's pretty unique. There's general, more mainstream digital magazines, and I'm sure you guys, some of you have seen them, is that they don't have the capability of embedding the video into the magazine. If they have a video, you usually have to go from the magazine, say to YouTube or to their website or something like that. They take you out of the magazine to another location, and then you have to come back to the magazine to finish. With our magazine, everything is right there. for you. So that's very easy, very convenient. The other thing is that you have the magazine in a few different versions. So if you're one of those people who like to read your magazines from your tablet or from your phone, we have that available. The app is free. The magazine, of course, you have to pay for the magazine, but the app is free. So you have it in Apple and Android. But we also have it in print on demand through our partners at Mag Cloud. And you can get, if you like to hold on to your reading materials and hold them in your hands to be able to read it, we have that available for you on print on demand. It also saves on trees. We save on nature by doing print on demand. It takes a little bit longer to get the magazine, but if you like to hold it in your hands and you like to practice conservation and to be able to help Mother Earth, it just takes I think 10 to 12 days for you to get your magazine print by demand. And at MagCloud, you can also get the magazine as a PDF or a web viewer version of it. So for those people who want to be able to see the magazine, no matter which computer or tablet or anything that you're using, the PDF is really the one to get. The web viewer as well. The thing is that with the web viewer, it's not in your computer. It's not on your hard drive. It's out on the cloud, and you can go out and get it. And for those people who like to have their material that way, and so that they don't have a lot of information on their hard drive, the web viewer is very nice. So we have everything for you in the magazine and for the magazine. And we really hope that you enjoy it when you read it. And there's also a very convenient way to rate the magazine inside. And all you do is click on it, and it'll take you to either Apple or to Google Play Store, and you can go ahead and do your rating. And we do appreciate you doing that because it helps us stay in front of people on the newsstands, and which is very helpful. Very, very helpful. So we're going to take the cover down. And I'm going to show you something here because we have something coming up. There we go. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. And I want to wish those who practice the celebration of St. Patty's Day an enjoyable and happy time to do that. I just want to check out these things that our partners at Be Live TV have for us. That's kind of nice. A little pot of gold. That one's nice too. It's got the hearts and the kiss. St. Patty's Day. A little luck of the Irish, and green beer. Here we go. Yep, there you go. The green, well, it's not green beer, but it's beer in a shamrock. So I think I like the first one better. So for those who are going to be celebrating St. Patty's Day, have a good time, enjoy it, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday night, March 20th, with my guest, Patty Heredia. We also, on Monday night, March 19th, we have the Paul Krauss Show, and he has his guest, Francis Robin, is back with him, and they're going to be talking about natural and supernatural. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to watch. I'll be there. And Julie Hedges' show, The Tarot Journey, is usually on Monday nights, right after Paul's show. But this week, she's going to be coming on right after me on Tuesday night on March 20th on a special night. Same time, just a different evening. And so catch Julie on Tuesday, March 20th for her show, The Tarot Journey. And then, let's see, we also have to mention Polly Jo LeBay. Her show, Chakra Sessions, is on Tuesday mornings. Here it's on in the mornings in Central Time Zone at 11 o'clock. That's noon on Eastern Time. And Chakra Sessions. And you can join her there. She teaches us a lot about chakras and how to keep them balanced and how they affect our physical lives. And every week she does a healing meditation for us to heal whatever topic that she's talking about that week. So join her noon Eastern time for chakra sessions. That's hard to say all at one time. Chakra sessions on Tuesday at noon Eastern time. Wednesday, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central is Polyjola Bay. You know what she's doing on Wednesday nights? She has a healing hour. And it is really meant more about healing through your chakras and inviting in your spiritual team, your helpers, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, to help you to be able to heal whatever needs to be healed or to remove whatever blocks that need to be removed. And this particular evening is really about healing the healer. And so those of us who need that little extra midweek, it's a really great, it's not really a show. It's not. It's a service. It's a service to all of us. And so if you're interested in that, it's really not an educational show. It's more about healing, specifically healing. So you can join Polly Jo Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern for Soul Connections. Okay. Let's see. Thursday mornings is Mega Nudo at 9 a.m. Eastern, and that is for Discovering Infinite Grace. And she is continuing her series of the 55 weeks of transformative prayer. And so each week Spirit gives her a word, and it's all about prayer and that word. And I tell you what, it is a very nice way to start a morning, because it's 8 o'clock here in Wisconsin when I watch the show. And it's a really nice way to start the day. Very positive, upbeat, and it's a good way to head into the weekend. So that's it. Hope you can join us in some of the shows. And please, if you would like to get the magazine, you can do this. Oh, wow, that's really big. I've never used that before. I'm going to put that in the comments. That is something else. This is brand new too from our partners at Be Live. If you want to get your copy of the magazine, you can visit our website at starnations.org and go to the page Star Nations Magazine to purchase, and we have the different ways, links to our partners there, and explains what you need to do. Okay, that's nice. I like that. That's fun. All right, I'm gonna take that off, and I will put the links into the comments on how you can and where you can buy the magazine directly from Apple or directly from Google or directly from MagCloud. Okay. All right. Well, you guys have a really good weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday night. Okay. Good night. Good night. See, I am in a rut. I'm usually on during the evenings. So we'll have a good afternoon. Talk to you soon.